Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. My name's Tonic, and this is my channel, Legend of Potato. Let's go. How y'all doing tonight? Thank you for being here. Barefoot Gremlin, good to see you, bro. How are you doing this evening? Do hope you've had a wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. There you go. It works. Landon, what's up? What's up, Landon? Shake maracas for both of you guys. Landon and Barefoot, good to see you both. Hope you've had a great day, Landon. Good to see you, man. What's going on in Landon world? Has Landon been playing anything lately? Has Landon bought the Switch 2 yet? Has Landon been doing well? I don't know. Good to see you, Landon. Oh, you got your other set of Joy-Cons, Barefoot. Congrats, bro. Now you are set just in case some of your Joy-Cons go bad. You're ready to go. You know, I'm thinking about getting a grip for the Switch 2. I'm thinking about getting a grip. Udo is in the house. What's up, Udo? Welcome to the stream. Maraca shakes for you, my friend. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Appreciate the message earlier on the video from yesterday. Thank you for. I'm sure you're stayed up late to say hello. Been playing Metroid: Samus Returns for 3DS. Ooh, process of. Oh, yeah, that's very important. Landon, I'm glad that you are making your way through high school. It's excellent. A pre-congratulations to you, sir. And that's awesome that you got a 3DS. I love that. The 3DS was an amazing handheld. Of course, the whole DS series was. I really enjoyed the 3DS. Join the one I'm using. It's not too expensive. If you want, I can send you a link to that one. Send me the link, Barefoot. I would like to see it because I am looking at some. I know the Satisfy Zen Grip 2 is coming out, I believe, in July, August timeframe. But I just don't want to wait that long. I want something now. I want something now. I want to grip my Switch. See, I want to grip it. See, the Switch is an amazing device. And Nintendo designed it to stay slim, right? They want it to be slim and sleek. I get what they did. But unfortunately, they sacrificed some comfort when you're holding it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Canadian prices are a little bit higher for this system. I forgot about that. Sorry about that, dude. I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully you'll have enough saved up soon you can jump on that at some point. I know you are excited to get it, so fingers crossed for you, my friend. I hope it's something you can possibly do in the near future. Oh, it's a 2DS XL. Okay, yeah, I remember the 2DS XL. It's an interesting looking device, but it works. It plays the games. That's what you need to do. You know, it does a good job with the games. The one I'm using is completely dockable. That's exactly what I want, Barefoot. I need dockable. I need a dockable situation. Okay. That's the one criteria I have for buying a grip for my Switch 2. It has to be dockable. I'm not going to take the thing on and off all the time. That does not sound fun at all. So, guys, thank y'all for being here. Please be sure you click that like button before you head out. If you stay around a while, don't forget to do it either. Clicking the like button is the best way to support the stream, and it makes me feel good at the end. I can count them before I go to sleep, like sheep. Was way too good of a steal for. You got it for $20. That's an amazing deal. That is an amazing deal, Landon. I'm so happy for you, man. That is awesome. What you said? So you're playing Metro? Playing Metroid: Samus Returns. It's pretty cool. So you're a big Metroid fan then, or are you just trying it out? Till midnight. When I do, I'll send you the link. They come in different colors. I'm sporting the black see-through type at the moment. Yeah, I'm looking for a black version. I want the black to blend in with the Switch 2. I don't want colors if I can avoid that. Not because I don't want colors. It's just I like the black Switch 2. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like that it's black, but I love that it's black. It is amazing. Um, the finish on the Switch 2 is just very nice. Like Joy-Con grip or like a whole back cover. Well, honestly, I like the Joy-Con grip. I've seen a few, especially I've seen one on Etsy. This guy posted on Reddit about it, and he sells them on Etsy. It's pretty neat. You just put them on the Joy Cons themselves, and nothing goes on the back of the Switch 2, which is nice as well. I like that feature. So right now, these companies are working on getting these things produced because the Switch 2, of course, is only almost a week old now. So it's not or it actually is a week old. So all the accessories and stuff aren't readily available. Some of the cooler stuff I saw was like, oh, it'll be at the end of July, beginning of August. I'm like, I want something now, but I will buy something else later that I think might be maybe a higher quality grip. Maybe so. Oh, that's true, Landon. Working, yeah, oh yeah, you'll have it in no time. Keep working, and Nintendo's going to keep stocking the units out. It's Coon Mong. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining me for some Switch 2 talk. And of course, we're going to play some games. I do have something I want to go over that I just learned about today, which I think is really cool. I'm going to flip the screen big here in just a minute. We're going to do this because apparently the Nintendo eShop has a thing now where you can get recommendations based on your preferences. I'm not sure if you can see what it says up there. It says, "Hey there, Tonic. Looking for something to play? We've got recommendations for you." I'm like, "Oh, we got recommendations page, kind of like Steam. You know how Steam has the I don't even know what to call it, but Steam has something similar to that where it takes you through a list of games and you can put them on your wish list and all that, and then you can eventually get notified. They're doing a wish list on Nintendo eShop as well now. Picking up the new Tears of the Kingdom amiibos. Nah, Landon, I'm not gonna go with the amiibos. I used to collect the amiibos, but that became a much more expensive hobby than I really need to tackle. Because obviously, if you look around, I like Funko Pops as well. So I chose Funko Pops because at the time when I decided to leave the amiibos behind, Funko Pops were much more affordable. And I think that's still the case, but Funkos have gotten a little more expensive, which is why you don't see me really buying any anymore. Mostly, if I buy a Funko Pop these days, it's going to be a Ninja Turtle Funko Pop, or in that closet area back there, that little pushback area. That's where my just odd and end ones, not from Ninja Turtles, are. Because the room I am in right now, this is where I play my games. It's called the Turtle Cave. If you couldn't tell, I like the Ninja Turtles. So I got lots of Ninja Turtle things in here. Got a nice paint job. It's green and like a nice little gray. So it's kind of the Ninja Turtle colors themes. Pretty cool. And anyway, amiibos. Unfortunately, I don't get the amiibos anymore just because I think the Tears of the Kingdom ones are like $30 a piece. And I'm like, whoa, hey now. Thank you, Landon. Appreciate it, my friend. The cave of Turtle. The Turtle Cave. I've been meaning to make a video showing this place off, but maybe I will soon. Maybe I will. Because over here on the left, you can't see all this, but I got a whole wall of Funko Pops. Well, I bet I can show you. Yeah, there you go. See, that's my wall of. That's all my Ninja Turtle Funko. Well, that's a big chunk of them. That's the good guy wall. And behind me, that's the bad guys. That's the bad guys right there. So we got the good guy wall and we got the bad guy wall. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll do one. I will do one soon. That'll be kind of fun to do. Tends to improving the servers, everything, which is good. Yes, Udo. Yes. The eShop is an amazing thing now, and all the people I see on TikTok when they are talking about their pros, eShop is always one of them. They've done a great job, Udo, getting this eShop looking sharp. The Savage Raven. Okay, I thought that might be the one you suggest. Barefoot. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the black version because I want it to blend in with the console. I don't want it to differentiate from the console, at least at the moment. But yeah, so yeah, Funko Pops are my thing. I like them. Again, I have really slowed down. I've actually sold about half of my collection. At my peak, I had almost 500 Funko Pops. Yeah, that's a lot. And that was too many. When I got married, I had to reduce them down because I had them all through my house and stuff. This was a bachelor pad. before my wife got here, and I had to give her. I just took the one room. I call it the Turtle Caves, and she gets the rest of the house. So I had to get my Funko Pops. I had to reduce the collection because 500 does not fit in this room very well at all. Scientific, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, bro. Oh yeah, the public people, the people. It's funny that the video I put out Monday has been getting some comments, and you know, one guy said that his only comment was shill content, SHILL content, basically saying that I was a shill for Nintendo because basically I am going to be pro Nintendo no matter what they do, is what they're trying to say. However, people like that don't normally watch the videos and have not watched any other videos I've ever put out. And see that I actually had some complaints about the system as well, but just not the system itself, but more about the welcome tour, the code in a box for split fiction. That was two of my biggest concerns. I didn't like any one of those, but it's just funny what people will say on the comments. You're a shill. I'm a shill, you know. Well, thank you, Landon. I appreciate it, bro. I try to be realistic. I try to make sure that I have a level headed viewpoint, especially when it comes to people who are trying to turn everything into a console war or they're just trying to hate on people for liking something. Um, like I told one of the comments today said, wanted to know why basically I wasn't upset that the Nintendo Switch 2 price is so high. Getting a lot of message on Discord here. Let's see. Oh, it's Barefoot. Okay. Thank you, Barefoot. I'm going to check all that after the stream. Probably order one after the stream. I want to get one soon. Because I was laying in bed the other day playing Mario Kart and I could only get through one Grand Prix and my hand was cramping up. So that's a negative for the Switch 2, is that it is a little bit against, it's not really ergonomic. I'll say that. It's not very ergonomic for comfort while you're holding it in handheld mode. Oh, I agree, Landon. I mean, the price is high in other countries. United States 450. When they said 450, I was ecstatic. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I I was good with that because look at the rest of the handheld market. I think the cheapest Steam Deck is $399 right now, and I think the next one up is 450, just like the Switch 2, and then it goes up higher than that, up into the $600 or $700 range. And then you have the ROG Ally that's like $800 or $900. I think it's $900 for a handheld PC. The PlayStation Pro is $700. Lee, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're having a good week so far. Thanks for joining us tonight. Um, a Switch 2 Lite, I figure, will come at some point. But at the same time, I think Nintendo is really trying to position the Switch 1 as that console for now. I think the Switch 1 will serve as a Switch Lite for the next couple of years because I believe they most likely have content planned for the Switch 1 over the next couple of years. I think they're going to try to sell the Switch 1 all the way through 2027. Feels like to me that's a guess. Don't get me wrong, I don't have any inside information there. It's just what I feel that Nintendo will do here. Because Switch 1's still viable, it still plays games well, it still has a great user base. So they're not going to just throw away 150 million people. You know, they're not going to throw away that user base overnight. They're going to keep feeding them games and stuff for people who decided not to upgrade to Switch 2 yet. For whatever reason they chose to stay with the Switch 1, it doesn't matter what the reason is. They stick with the Switch 1 as they like it and they enjoy it. And I'm sure some of them would like to go to Switch 2, obviously, for financial reasons. They probably haven't done that, but that's okay. It's eventually going to happen, right, Landon? You know, it's like people like Landon, we understand. Sometimes you got to work your way up towards the things. I used to have to do the same thing when I was younger. I happen to be older now and have a job that I, allows me to, okay, I want to buy a Switch 2. Here we go. Let's buy it. So everybody's in different positions in life. You never know. Thank you, Barefoot, for all the recommendations. I appreciate you, bro. And I've heard about the new Xbox. Yes, it's the Xbox ROG Ally, or is it ROG Xbox Ally X or something like that? Looks cool. I mean, I think it's amazing that handheld PCs are taking off like they are. I think it's got its own fan base. It's also something I look at it like if you're mainly a PC gamer and you've never had the option, think about it. If you're just a PC gamer, the only way you can play your games is to play them on PC. That's it. You have to sit at your desk and play them, which again is fine. However, now PC gamers all of a sudden have an option. Oh, I can do the same thing that the Nintendo Switch owners can do. I can grab my handheld and walk away and go to my bed and play the game that I was just playing on my computer, which I think's a beautiful thing. However, these handhelds are expensive. They're like $7, $8, $900. So who knows how much the Xbox one's going to cost? If the Rogue Ally itself or ROG Ally, I call it Rogue. I'm not sure if other people call it that, but it's $900 just for the standard one. Xbox one's supposed to have more beef. It's supposed to have a better processor, more hard drive space, etc. Why would it cost? Why wouldn't it cost $1,000? It could. So I just think that's a whole different. It's just a whole different genre of gaming going on over there. And of course, me personally, I think it's amazing. I just don't happen to need one because I don't play a lot of games away from this desk. I play most of my Switch. Most of my Switch time is going to be on docked mode. Most of my all of my PC gaming is going to be right here in my chair. All right, let me catch up what you guys are saying here. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Price of the consoles, the games that is expensive. And Lee, I believe the games are. I mean, like Mario Kart's $80, right? That's where a lot of people they stop right there and just complain. They don't really look at the facts. Like Bonanza's going to be 70. The I believe the Kirby and the Mario Party Switch 2 edition upgrades, which comes with DLC, is going to be, I believe it's going to be $80 as well. However, that's what they're doing is they're selling you the $60 game and a $20 DLC on the same cartridge, which comes up to $80. So you're paying for the DLC there. You're getting extra content from in addition to what the game already provided. So it's really semantics at that point. I paid $40 for Bravely Default. I paid $15 for Fast Fusion. Two games. Bravely Default's my favorite game so far on the Switch 2. And Fast Fusion is an amazing racing game. Some of you saw me play it. I'm actually thinking about playing it a little bit tonight. So yeah, the handheld PC situation is going to be. It's got its own fan base. It's got its own segment. But as we saw, the Switch 2 over the first weekend sold 3.5 million consoles, and the Steam Deck has sold 4 million over its lifetime of 3 years. Again, that's not a knock on Steam Deck. It's just a bigger fan base for Nintendo. That's it. Nintendo has a massive fan base who will who are loyal to Nintendo and will buy the Nintendo consoles because they know they're getting a great product. And Lee, I believe they'll make a new 3D game. I think they will. Yeah, and again, the Switch One, I believe, will be the Switch Lite to the Switch Two as at the moment. I see that. I just don't think they will. They definitely will not abandon Switch One. That's why they had the Nintendo Switch One Direct right before they did Switch Two Direct, because they wanted Switch One fans to know, hey, we're not leaving you behind. We got new content coming, so stick with us. Don't abandon us because you can't afford a Switch Two. You still have options on a Switch One device. It could catch up to PlayStation 2. That's right, Landon. It could. Currently, Switch 1 sales are at 150 million. PlayStation 2 is 160 million. So they got to sell 10 million more consoles. It could happen. It could happen. I don't think it will because Switch 2's got the momentum, but we'll see. If they keep it around for another 2 years, it's very possible. Kunmong, you're correct. It's part of the ROG Ally family. It's just Xbox branded, and it's got a little more oomph to it. It's got more hard drive space. Got some, I believe, a better processor, things like that. But it's basically just a little bit of an upgrade to the one that's already out. That's $900. So I just don't see that thing being cheaper than 1,000. Yeah, Metroid Prime 4 is still coming to Switch. That's going to reward people who stuck with Switch and who probably were anticipating Metroid Prime 4 for a couple of years now, because a lot of people have already expected it to come out. What, a couple like 2 years ago, people were like, "Hey, Metroid Prime 4 will be out." And yes, um, the games like that will be able to market to people. Like, say they get Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 1 and they love it. And then they look at the Switch 2. We got mouse controls, we got 4K, we got, it looks amazing. And the mouse controls are going to be stupid fun on that game. I can already tell. So that's got me excited to play Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 is the mouse controls. Yeah, and the Steam Deck is a very solid device. As I talked about on my video Monday, I am not at a, I am a fan of the Steam Deck. I think it's a great device. I've gotten this close on several occasions of purchasing one just to try it out and play with it. But then every time I realize I don't need it. It's not for me. It's not something I'm going to use. Let's leave a console out there for someone else to get. 100% Landon, 100% that Nintendo is the reason that Steam Decks, ROG Allies, the Lenovo system, all of those exist because Nintendo created the niche, created this genre of gaming. Because, Nintendo always made handhelds, they tried to make them compact and small, right? They were never huge devices. When you're talking about Nintendo DS, it was as big as my iPhone. That's what Nintendo DS was. It was an iPhone. It just had a screen that folded up. It was about this big. So they were keeping it small in a small form factor. And then when they did Switch, it was a little bigger. It took off. And it turns out people like a bigger device from handheld just because they want that nicer screen. They want something that looks good, something they can really see that game. And these other companies smartly decided to create their own consoles. Steam Deck, brilliant move. Valve is a smart company. That was a brilliant move to create the Steam Deck. I mean, they've sold 4 million units. That's a lot for them. That's a lot of units, and they've made a good. I know they're making good money on that, and people are buying games from their store. Obviously, they're killing it. They just keep finding ways to keep people loyal to them. Steam has a loyal fan base. Yeah, I like to call it the Rogue Ally, ROG. So $80 is standard for Canadian games. Yeah, Canadian prices have always been more expensive than the United States. I've noticed that before. But I think it all works out as far as the conversion for like US dollars. Like say I was going to pay $60 United States, it would probably be $80 in Canada. So I'm assuming the $80 price for Mario Kart World is probably what, $100 in Canada maybe? Nope, $109. All right, you put that in the chat there, Lane. I'm sorry, I didn't see it yet. Landon, I do have a Discord server, but I do need to share it. I need to share it. I need to get it more active too. That's one thing with it needs it needs some life. People are still there. People still post some things here and there, but it is kind of a slow go over there on Discord. Let me get you an invite if any of you would like to join the Discord. That would be fantastic. I do need to start putting it back into the description of the video. And Landon, you are correct about that. Thank you for mentioning that. Here comes the Discord link in here. If you would like to join, Discord is in the chat now. Oh, Udo, the Switch One had a great run. A great run. Udo is here. Yay! Wave. I'm going to wave to you, Udo. Welcome. And I am open to suggestions on the Discord to put things in here that you guys would like to do, like to talk about, something that you think would be a fun addition to the Discord. It needs a revamp. I've been meaning to revamp it for the last couple of months, and I just have not had time to fool with it yet. But thank y'all for joining in. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Artificial Boy. Who's Artificial Boy? Landon, are you Artificial Boy? As I like the name. Gabby, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for enjoying the background. Again, I got my Ninja Turtle. This is the Turtle Cave where I play my Nintendo Switch. I am a huge Ninja Turtle fan, and I am a huge Legend of Zelda fan, but I'm also a big Nintendo fan as well. But I like a lot of things about all kinds of consoles. Like I like Xbox. Look, I have Xbox controllers for my PC. This is what I play on my PC. This is the second best controller I've ever used. Is the Xbox Series X controllers. I really like them. They're very comfortable. Number one is Switch 2 Pro. Switch 2 Pro rocketed to the top. This controller is just too good. It's too good. Switch 2 Pro controller is a dream. It is one. I can't believe how good this controller is. It's insane. I believe the Switch 2 will be fine. They're estimating at least 20 million in sales this year alone before March. Well, the fiscal year will be by March of next year. They're predicting 20 million consoles. And I think Nintendo just really made a smart move. Yesterday was a brilliant move on their part. The console hasn't even been out 5 days, 6 days. What do? They announce a new Splatoon game. They announced a new Splatoon update that's free, and they announced that Splatoon will work on Switch 2, obviously, and you can play with Switch 1 players. Everybody plays in the same servers. So they went all out with Splatoon yesterday, and that was a very smart move. I've seen several comments on Reddit and TikTok. People are going to buy the Switch because Splatoon's going to be there. They love Splatoon that much, so they will upgrade their Switch to a Switch 2. And Lee, maybe not. I mean, Nintendo may have gotten that idea from Milton Bradley Microvision, and somebody's got to get the ball rolling, right? And Nintendo just took that idea and perfected it, of course. Oh no, baby, you had a problem with your Demio game? Oh no, my wife's playing Demio on our MetaQuest 3, and I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with Demio. I know Barefoot Gremlin, you are, but it's a really fun board game style VR game. It's really fun, super good game. She's playing solo, where she can control 4 characters, and now it's giving her problems. So that's a shame, baby. I'll have to check on that for you after the stream. I'm sorry, baby. Also, now you can buy more than one game at a time on the Switch too. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that that was a problem. I never bought more than one game at a time, so I can't say that that was ever a big issue for me. But I do like Steam. So Steam does that now. You can put multiple games in your cart and purchase them all at one time. So thank you, Steam, for that. That's pretty nice. Sage of Fire is here. Welcome, Sage. Good to see you, bro. You're waiting. You're waiting for a game that will 100% sell you on the Switch too. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. No hate here. Do what you do, baby. And Landon, you have confirmed Artificial Boy is you. That's awesome. I like that name. You can't use Switch 2 Pro controller on the Switch. Oh, I didn't know that, but I didn't. I assumed, Lee, that probably wouldn't be the case anyway. Because I know they're supposed to have the technology that this requires is not built into the Switch one. So that makes sense. That makes sense. He was hoping that you could hear that you could use mouse controls in the game. What mouse controls in what game, Barefoot? Oh, Udo, yeah, they're gonna the Christmas. This see, they had a lot of consoles left after the Thursday, right? After the Thursday launch date, there was lots of consoles out there. But do we all know what happened? Yes, we do. The hype was hitting. They're sold out everywhere around where I'm at. Everywhere in the Jackson, Mississippi area right now, every store, Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, Target, sold out. They don't have any Switch 2s around here. They're gone. They had plenty of them on Friday, the day after lunch, but by Monday, they're gone. The reason I know that is because I have a friend of mine at work who's been looking for one since Monday. He has yet to find that Switch 2. And everybody he talks to saying it's going to be a couple weeks at least. So Switch 2 took off like a rocket ship. Yes, us loyal fans made sure we had ours as soon as possible on day one. And we did that thing. But the people around us, the people who weren't maybe as hyped, started hearing what us loyal fan base guys were saying. They're like, oh my God, Switch 2's out. Ah. And some people didn't even know the Switch 2 was out until it launched. And people were like, oh my God, there's a Switch 2. I got to have it. And it's been going nuts. They've sold out everywhere. It's going crazy. And Fast Fusion is an amazing game. We are going to play that here in a minute. As you can see on the screen here, it's this is the eShop. I wanted to show you guys this. I wanted to experience it with you for my first time. This is the recommendation. I don't know. I don't think this is a thing on the Switch One. Because this says, hey there, looking for something to play. We got recommendations for you. These will be based on my preferences and they will be refreshed every Saturday. They will give you new recommendations. This is a fantastic idea. So let's go ahead and hit the A. And let's get our recommendations. And it's got its own special screen too. It's exactly the kind of thing that they do on Switch. On the For You page, you'll find recommendations for games we think you'll like based on what's popular and trending, what your friends are playing, and what you've looked at on Nintendo eShop. Your recommendations will be refreshed on Saturdays. Video content related to recommendations will also appear on the For You page. The reason for a recommendation will appear below the video to the right. That's awesome. I like that they're going to say, all right, here's a recommendation, and here's why we recommended it to you. This is what we think about you. This is a pretty good idea. This is a really cool idea. Okay, baby found it. Yay. My baby got her Demio working right. Yay. That's my wife. Honey Beauty Vibes, in case anybody didn't know. That's my wife. She is amazing. And she's playing Demio. She's having a good time. Sage is like one of the biggest Nintendo fans I know. Well, I don't know if I should. I don't know if I guess Nintendo. You are a Nintendo fan, Sage. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and label you that. You're a Nintendo fan. You like a lot of the stuff they put out. This man goes to GameStop, sees the Switch 2. Nah. Give me Fantastic Four on PlayStation 2. Give me Titanfall 2. And give me Fire Emblem Echoes for the 3DS. See you, chumps. Enjoy your Switch 2. I love that. I love that, Sage. That's a great story, bro. You always have the good stories. Okay, so this is new. Oh, yeah, Lee. People don't understand. Like, I see a lot of people also on TikTok before I hit recommendations here. They're saying that they hope Nintendo. Oh, they're sad that Nintendo sold a lot of Switch 2s because they really wanted Nintendo to learn their lesson. And I'm thinking, Nintendo did learn their lesson. The Wii U was that lesson. Nintendo learned a very valuable lesson with the Wii U. They learned marketing 101. What today's gamer wants to see when it comes to a console launch. And what kind of consoles people would love to play. Nintendo said, all right, Wii U didn't work out. Fair enough. Then what they do? Bam, Switch, boom, third best selling console of all time. Tell me they didn't learn something from the Wii U. Now they got Switch 2, sold the most consoles, not just for Nintendo consoles, for any console of all time. The most on launch weekend of all time. The first month The first month of PlayStation 5 was 3 million units. The first month. Yes, they did have a shortage, sure. Still, for the first month, they sold 3 million. So Nintendo did that in one weekend, 3.5 million. It's insane. I believe they learned their lesson, guys. I think they did. But they're making me hesitant, but I know me. As soon as the new 3D Zelda, yep. Fire Emblem, yep. Xenoblade, you're in. Yeah, one of those games has to come out, Sage, and you're going to be all aboard. I know that about you. That's awesome. Oh, really? Xbox has overtaken Nintendo. Wow. That's cool though. You know what's fun as you grow, as you get older, you grow and you find what you like. You something speaks to you and you embrace it. Barefoot, you definitely do, bro. I've been meaning to talk to you about Demio. We'll talk more about that off of the stream though. We'll talk more about that off the stream. But yeah, Sage, that's awesome, man. I'm glad that you are enjoying Xbox. Xbox is cool. I think Xbox is going to be going the way of Sega soon, though. I think they're going to be a software company. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, they'll quit worrying about hardware because let's just face it, Microsoft is the best in the world. Maybe not everybody's favorite, but they are the best in the world at what? Selling software. So, yes, for them to be one of the top selling software gaming companies in the world wouldn't be too much of a shock. Turning Xbox into what they're turning it into, which I think we all see the writing on the wall. They're buying up companies, they're publishing games, they have their Game Pass service. I really don't see them continuing to invest in hardware too much longer. And as we saw with the Rogue Ally, ROG Ally, they partnered with them to get the Xbox branding on the next portable PC, the handheld PC. They're just branding. They're just doing Xbox branding deals now, basically. So we see Xbox is still a good company. It's not a bad gaming company by any stretch. It's just not going to be a hardware giant. It's not going to be in that scene, I don't think, too much longer. I think the PlayStation 5 is another one that's not that much different than having a PC anymore. Matter of fact, they keep releasing a lot of their games on Steam on PC. So doesn't have a strong library of games either. Nintendo's the one that's really been building up a huge library of games. There you go, Sage. I think that's perfect. They should probably merge together. They might have something there. I could see Sony and Microsoft teaming up. Let Sony do the hardware. Let Xbox focus on the software. I think that would be a match made in heaven for them. Elden Ring Switch 2 port. Yeah, when does that come out? Is that out? It's not out, is it? Yeah, I thought that was going to be out on launch. Maybe I was wrong. So they haven't announced a solid date on that. I thought that for some reason I was thinking like I guess I'll get Cyberpunk instead of Elden Ring. Yeah, the thing about Switch 2, the thing about Switch 2 being say just as powerful for PS4 Pro, and there's a lot of actual reports now that the Switch 2 is actually closer to an Xbox Series S, which I think is probably a healthy medium between those two consoles, right? The PlayStation 4 Pro, the Xbox Series S. When you got experts coming out saying that they're around that range, I would say it's probably in between that, which is an impressive feat, by the way, for a handheld device, guys. That's what a lot of people are forgetting. Nintendo did Switch 1. It was mind blowing when they brought the Switch 1 out. People couldn't believe that you could take this thing handheld, go play your game all around the world, come back at home, plug it up to the dock, boom, you're looking at it at 1080p HD. People are forgetting how big of a deal that was. It was massive. It was like insane. People are like, you can do what with it? You can still play HD on your TV. You can take it 720p on the road. People were mind blown by that. And that's why it was a very successful situation. Now you're looking at 1080p handheld and 4K on docked mode. They just took it up another level, and it's a handheld device, people. It is a slim form factor handheld device. Switch 2 is not getting enough credit for how powerful it is in such a small package. Look at a PlayStation 5, it's huge. Look at an Xbox Series X, it's huge. You got to have a massive amount of hardware in there to get a 4K, right? You know, a 4K image. Nintendo Switch put it down into something smaller than an iPad. So I think people are heavily underestimating Switch 2 and of how impressive it actually is for what power they've put into such a small device. Astrobot sold less than the Xenoblade 1 did on the Wii. That is hilarious. That's crazy stat. Yeah, Astrobot won Game of the Year, but it wasn't selling. It wasn't like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Look at those titles. Every one of those sold. Mario Kart 8, 60 something, 63 million. Super Smash Ultimate was like 40 something million. Breath of the Wild was 30 something million. Tears of the Kingdom was 20 something million. Super Mario Odyssey, 19 million. Wukong got robbed by Astrobot. Interesting debate. I think Astrobot isn't a terrific game, by the way. I loved it. Some of you know I streamed a little bit of it earlier this year. Thought it was amazing. Well, things do fade. The magic of things do fade over time, Sage. But I think once people if they'll get just put a little bit of perspective when they view the Switch 2, they're going to realize that it's insane what they have done with this device and how powerful it is in something that you can hold in the palm of your hands. It's an impressive device. But I think a lot of people don't even care about that, honestly. But that's okay. You know, that's still going to do well. Switch 2, you know, the Nintendo, they're going to sell consoles because they're going to keep producing games. They're going to have another Animal Crossing. We already know there's going to be another Animal Crossing. There's going to be another 3D Zelda. There's going to be another 3D Mario. There's going to be more Pokemon games. There's going to be more Mario Party games. There's going to be more added content to Mario Kart World. There's going to be Xenoblade Part whatever they're on now. There's going to be Fire Emblem Part 3, 4, 5, and 6, whatever parts they're on now. They're going to keep making Fire Emblem games. And they're going to always innovate and come out with interesting games. Nintendo always does that. The thing about innovation now is the hardware innovation is really at a point of small minor things, right? Like Nintendo Switch 2, their biggest innovation for Switch 2 is the mouse mode for Joy-Cons. Landon, thank you for that. I'm glad you agree. I believe people will see that over time. Right now, Nintendo's getting a lot of hate because Mario Kart World's 80 bucks. And I understand that. It's a shock to the system, but things are higher now, guys. I don't know if anybody else has lived in the world the last 5 years, but things have went up in price, and not just video games. Go buy some eggs. You're going to pay triple what you paid 5 years ago. Go buy some milk. Go buy some bread. Everything's more expensive, everything, and it sucks. It's really sucks. And buying video games is a luxury item. It's not something we have to survive in life. It's something that's nice to have. And Nintendo is not going to sell their console at a loss. They're not a charity. They're going to sell their console at a profit because that's what companies do. Nintendo can't make awesome games and have awesome developers that work in their studios if we don't, if they don't pay them. They got to have some money. I'm not saying Nintendo's struggling by any stretch of the imagination, by the way. But any corporation, I don't care what corporation it is, it could be the corporation that makes diapers. They're making money on every diaper sold. They're making money. Diapers are going to go up if the price needs to go up. And I'm sure diaper prices have went up. Toilet paper prices have went up. These companies are all corporations. All these items aren't just made in a vacuum. They're all made by big corporations. All these prices They sell it to Walmart for this much. Like, hey, Walmart, we're going to sell it to you for higher than that now. Walmart's like, that's cool. We're going to sell it to our customer for higher than that now. It's all going to keep going up. Barefoot doesn't have to buy chickens. He has eggs. Okay, guys. No, I'm kidding. There's some people that are positioned for that, but go out there and buy you a bunch of chickens and get started laying some eggs. See how expensive it is. It's going to cost you a lot of money. It's not an easy thing to just set up. It's like, all right, I bought 30 chickens. Now I'm going to have eggs forever. There's a lot of work that's involved to feeding chickens, and you also they're not going to lay eggs forever. They're only going to lay eggs for like 2 or 3 years barefoot before you have to keep you got to keep getting new chickens, new younger chickens that can lay eggs. These older ones going to eventually get turned into fried chicken or something. So let me catch up on this. Game of the year this year has to be Expedition 33. Oh, it's definitely going to be a favorite. I believe it's got Balatro vibes in the fact that it's a very big fan favorite, and of course it deserves the hype because it does look very awesome. I haven't played Expedition 33 yet, Sage, but it does look amazing. Well, if you look at the specs of the Steam Deck in raw form, you will see that Steam Deck does have a little more power in it in the higher models. Um, Having said that, though, the problem that people don't understand about Steam Deck, and again, Steam Deck is a awesome device. It's an awesome device that I'm not trying to take a poop on here. I'm not saying the Steam Deck sucks by any stretch of the imagination here. I'm saying the Steam Deck, you got to have some know-how. Let's say you want to play Cyberpunk 2077 on it. Cyberpunk 2077 for PC was not designed to fit any specific PC configuration. It is set up to fit a recommended configuration. So when you go to Steam Deck or any other PC, really, some PCs are going to run that game at the highest quality, the best frames. Everything's going to be beautiful. Like my computer, for instance, it'll run that game like it's not a problem. Like the computer won't sweat playing that game. However, when you have a handheld PC like Steam Deck, Cyberpunk's going to, when you install it, it's not going to work perfect out the box. It's not optimized for Steam Deck. So guess what you got to do? You got to optimize it. You got to kind of know what you're doing. You got to have some know-how. You got to be a PC gamer. That's what we do. When you're a PC gamer, you got to know how to get games running sometimes. It's just it's a rite of passage playing PC games. So the Steam Deck, you got to put a little work into it. And your common gamer, like your casual gamer, let's say that casual gamer, isn't going to want to deal with that. They're not going to. They're going to be like, "Hey, this don't work. I wanted my money back." They're not going to tinker with it and change settings and all that stuff. The Switch 2 Cyberpunk is getting high praise on the Switch 2 because the developer of Cyberpunk 2077 sat down and optimized their game to play on that hardware that 3.5 million people now own. It's the exact same hardware in each one of those consoles that were sold. So Cyberpunk 2077 is going to run much more efficiently and much better on a Switch 2 because it's optimized for that system. So when people start debating the Steam Deck versus Switch 2, it's just a silly argument because people don't. You realize, I realize at least, I know that person isn't serious because they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what a Switch 2 versus a Steam Deck is all about. It's not even in the same. They think it's the same because they both play video games. That's as much as they know. Oh, he plays video games. He can hold it in your hands. Got to be better than the Switch 2. And it's like, nah, guy, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. That's the quickest way to know if somebody knows what they're talking about or not. Barefoot, your sister uses them as pets, so no eating the chicken, son. All right, Sage, hit me with the numbers, baby. I would say for me personally, Coon Mong, Splatoon 4 would probably be better to wait for it. And I think the Splatoon Raiders game is interesting. I have a feeling it's going to be a multiplayer game, Splatoon Raiders. I think you're going to be able to get on with your friends, and it's going to be some kind of survival game where you're on an island and trying to survive together. And of course, it's going to have an end game. It's Nintendo. It's still going to have an end game. type of thing. It's not going to be open ended like something like Ark or something. But I think that's from what I watched of the trailer. It's what made me think about. I could be wrong, but it's what it looked like to me. Exactly, Udo. So you know what we're talking about. Udo, you know what you're talking about. It's like barefoot. You're saying the same thing. It's like you got to fiddle with these things, and there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if you're a PC gamer, you're actually. I mean, a lot of PC gamers take pride in being able to figure these things out. All right, Sage hit me with the numbers. Metacritic 91 on Xbox and 93 on PlayStation 5. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's going to win a lot of awards. The games of the game awards this year is going to be quite filled with that game. It's going to be Expedition 33 heavy like Balatro was last year. And it being an indie game, which it is an indie game, am I right? Am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's an indie game. It's an independent studio, and that's amazing too. You know, I wouldn't have a good time having to research and fix every game I play. Steam Deck does have a list of games that are Steam Deck certified that run, I'm sure, as immediately after you download it. It's certified for Steam Deck because they've researched it or whatever. They know that it fits their spec. But man, some of these heavier AAA titles are definitely a booger, as my friend Barefoot would say, a booger to get running on the system itself. Steam Deck was your first Switch, Kunmong, so you did a little emulation. Although I know you probably bought the game, so you weren't doing anything wrong. Framed across all Metacritic to be in movies, TV shows, and video games. 9.8 user score is a very impressive score, Sage. Yeah, Nintendo's power is not raw power. That's what Lee. You're right. PlayStation 5 is a powerful console. It's nothing wrong with saying that. You know, it's like, okay, we have to be real here. Let us have some perspective. Let's have a little bit of a calm view of what we're talking about, right? It says PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch are not competing against each other. It's just not what's happening. And everybody knows PlayStation 5 has a very small library of games. It's not a huge library compared to Switch 2. I mean, well, let's not say Switch 2 yet. We'll say Switch in general. The Switch gaming system, the 1 and 2, has a massive library of games not because Nintendo produces lots of games, but if everybody remembers, the indie game scene really took off during the Switch 1's console lifecycle. Indie games found a home on the Switch because people complain about, oh, the games are high. But guess what? Switch is like, all right, well, yes, our first party titles are always going to be premium priced. However, look at our indie partners. They are making the terrific games and they're selling them for 20 bucks a pop, 15 bucks a pop. And not only did Nintendo host them on their eShop, not only did Nintendo give them a home to be recognized and discovered, they also did indie showcases. And I'm sure they're going to continue to do such things. Nintendo would have a direct where it was an indie game showcase. They weren't showing off any of the first party titles. They showed off an hour's worth of indie games that were available on the Switch. Nintendo not only grew via first party titles, they grew via indie titles too, because they gave the indie developers a more higher profile store to be discovered on. It's like the game Blossom Tales that I played a few years back. We talked about it on our last Switch 1 stream. And Blossom Tales started out on Steam and it did not have a good showing. It doesn't do very well. It's the studio who made Blossom Tales were almost ready to give up and fold. Then they went on to the Switch platform and took off. It sold – 1,000s and 1,000s of copies. And then they were able to afford not only to stay in business, but to also afford to make a sequel to the game, which was just as good. So the Switch has done a lot for the gaming industry that a lot of people are forgetting with the Switch 2 release and some of the controversies that Switch 2 will continue to do, and it will also guarantee that it's going to stay successful. Because indie games have a home on Switch 2, just like they did on Switch 1, and the prices of those games are going to be very reasonably priced, as indie games usually are. The game with user score 9.5. Sage, that is insane, dude. That is insane if it's the only one. That's crazy. Yeah, if you have a 60, you're right. If you have a game on the Switch 2 that stays at 60 frames consistently because it's been optimized for the system, it's a much better experience than having a PC that's going to be up and down because you got so many background applications running. You never know what could be affecting your game performance on a PC because you're also running a bloated version of Windows 11, most likely, or Windows 10. We all know Windows is bloated. It has so much bloatware that you never know what's running in the background. I'm not saying that there's anything dangerous running in the background. It's just a lot of stuff Windows has in their software that runs in the background that could affect your games. That's another thing you have to tinker with on PC games. You got to like, all right, I'm trying to get max FPS here. What's bogging down my card here? What's going on? And you got to go, oh, notepad's on. What the heck? Why is notepad ruining my FPS? Again, I'm sure notepad's not doing that, but that's just an example. Split Fusion should go. Split Fusion will definitely have something to say about Game of the Year. It's really good. Me and Barefoot finished playing that together, and we had a great time. Yeah, Sage, it is an indie game. Thank you for confirming that, and that's awesome. And indie games, I'm telling you, I've said it last year, and I'll say it this year. Indie game developers are the lifeblood of the gaming world right now. They are innovating. They are creating new, interesting stuff. That's why Balatro won Game of the Year last year. Well, at least it won it won Indie Game of the Year. I'll say that it didn't beat Astrobot, but let's face it, Balatro should have beat Astrobot. But hey, Astrobot deserved it too. Astrobot's a really good game. It's not meant to throw any hate towards Astrobot. You want them to bring back the name Nindies? Why wouldn't? Why, we need to Nindies needs to be a thing, Sage. I agree with you. 3 games I played on my Steam Switch. Now I can play them on real Switch. Yay! That's right, Kung So your Switch 2 still set up and ready to go. Excited for that. So happy that you were able to get one, dude. Decided to chew up my Switch 2 box. Yeah, thank God your Switch 2 wasn't in it, Lee. Yeah. At least your box is the only thing that took the hit. And at least it also didn't have staples in it before you took it home. Yeah, Blossom Tales is great, Sage. You know I love that game. I'm sure you saw me play it a little bit. Super good. I mean, it's a super fun Zelda style game. Hey, Sage, have a good night, bro. Thanks for hanging. Good to talk to you. We'll see you soon. Yeah, Croc remastering was smart. I think there's a lot of games that came out in the early days of gaming that should remaster their games and bring out fresh eyes on it. Because why not? You already have the IP, and it's probably not going to cost that much to upgrade these things and make them look a little nicer and fix some controls schemes and such you couldn't probably fix. Excuse me. Back in the 80s and 90s, they probably didn't. Things are far more advanced now, so they could probably make their games much better. Like I'm looking forward to playing Soul Reaver Remastered. I have Soul Reaver Remastered now through Humble Bundle, and I'm excited to play that on my PC. I am a huge Soul Reaver fan. They have a book, a Soul Reaver, well, it's called Legacy of Kain. It's a Legacy of Kain encyclopedia coming out next year that I've already pre-ordered through a Kickstarter type of website, and I cannot wait to get that and read through it. It's going to be so fun. But I'm hyped for Soul Reaver Remastered. I got it on PC. I wish I could have it on the Switch too, which I probably could, but it was free on Humble Bundle because they accidentally gave me the bundle for free this month because there was a glitch. I went to renew my thing to pay for it because I was going to get Soul Reaver. I was like, all right, Soul Reaver for $12, I'm getting it. And then plus, you know, you get 8 other games. So I went over there and I was checking out and it said it was free. Oh, cool. So I clicked quickly. It was like, check out. And it gave me all the games for free, for real. Like I didn't pay a single cent for them. Then I got an email the next day. Apparently there was a big problem. They were doing some special promotion for the Games Fest. And it was only for specific people to be able to come on there and get it for free. Well, they accidentally released that out to the entire customer base, whoever happened to be on there and bought the Humble Bundle package, the Humble Bundle Choice package, I should say. They all got it for free as well. And I happened to be one of the lucky recipients of that. And they sent an email saying, hey, let you know there was a glitch, blah, blah, blah. But congratulations, you get to keep the games. Enjoy them. As being a loyal customer, we want to make sure you are happy and just keep the games, and we'll see you next month. So, boom, I got to keep them for free. Woo, woo, woo. So now I got Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered. I'm excited. Can't wait to play through them. Yudo, have a good night, bro. Thanks for joining in. Wonderful to see you. We haven't even played a game yet. We haven't even looked at the recommendations yet. We've been doing this for an hour so far. This is fun. Croc skin is an Astrobot. Nice. Well, that's awesome that they liked the game Croc and was able to throw some love. That's pretty sweet. All right. Well, looks like I've caught up on chat here, thankfully. I like to get caught up on chat. And let's go ahead and get this recommendations thing. Let's check this out. This is the first time I've ever done this, and I don't know if any of you have done it before, but it's pretty cool that they're doing this, and they are refreshing it every Saturday. All right, first game they're recommending me. This is similar to Metroid Prime Remastered. This is called Mighty Unvolt B. Okay. Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Okay, now I can... If you look at the bottom left, it tells you the game. Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Well, thank you, Barefoot. I'm glad you're having fun. I am too. I'm having fun talking games. This looks pretty fun. This is definitely a game I would play. Sort of like Mega Man. It's an action platformer. I love the way it looks. It's only $10. Yeah, see, Lee, you thought the same thing. Mega Man. It's really nice. Yeah. I'm going to add this to the wish list. Let's see. X. All right, you can hit X and you see, well, you can't see it because my camera's in the way. Let me move for like a second. You'll see top right hand corner there is a heart. That means I put it on my wish list. And they have a DLC character. That game came out in July 2017. Okay, Mighty Gunvolt Burst. All right, let's see what the next one's going to be. Do I have to do it manually? Oh, I have to do it manually. Okay, I have to manually sort through these. Blaster Master Zero. Oh, I didn't know there was another Blaster Master game. Played by one of my friends. See, this is recommended because one of my friends likes it. I mean, that's Blast. Oh, and they got the music. Oh, my God. Blaster Master had amazing music. I'm not sure if y'all ever played Blaster Master, but this game looks amazing. Is this just Blaster Master? They just like remastered it or something? My friend Dr. Potter plays this. Whoa. No, this is definitely not. This is definitely a sequel. The Force Short, Mother Brain. Yeah, this looks fun. This looks really fun. I guess it kind of is a remastered version. Some of these monsters seem similar. Whoa. Mysterious young engineer who lost her memories. Eve. I don't know. Maybe it is a sequel. I'm going sequel. It looks like a sequel. $10. $10, not bad. Came out March 2017. Well, they stuck with the price, $10. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. This is played by one of my friends, Music Note, whoever that is. But unfortunately for this game, I'm not a fan of these big, huge battle type games. I am super hyped that it is Zelda, though. I mean, that is the cool thing about it. Impa. I just don't like the whole running around. Oh, you got to make it to the gate. You got to do this. You got to do that. I'm like, okay. I'm a publisher you like. Nintendo Mario Kart World. Of course I like them. Of course I like them. Raise your hand if you have Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I will not be picking this up, but it is awesome that it is in the Zelda universe. No hate. I just don't like these types of games. Like, the first one I ever played that was like this was Dynasty Warriors. I don't know if any of you ever played Dynasty Warriors, but I played it on the PlayStation 2. Dynasty Warriors, I don't know if it was the first one or if it was a sequel of some sort. I don't remember. Princess Peach Showtime. This is played by Mama Slayer. I wonder how Mama Slayer's doing. Haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, this game I at first was hyped for. And the more I got to looking at it, I was just kind of like, I don't know. It's something I still could play, though. So you enjoyed it, Lee? So Barefoot, you and Lee both have Dynasty Warriors. I mean, not Dynasty Warriors. Hyrule Warriors. Is Hyrule Warriors made by the same people who make Dynasty Warriors? Ooh, Super Lucky's Tale.
Join Lucky on an amazing new adventure.
Interesting. Well, maybe I'll consider getting it one day.
The evil sorcerer Jinx will stop at nothing to get his paws on the
I never played these games back in the day, but it does look like a nice 3D platformer. That would be fun.
Jump, burrow, and tail swipe your way to victory. Along the way,
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, yeah.
explore
Or like Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter. I love Jack and Daxter.
the dreaded kitty litter.
I would love if they made or did a remaster of Jack and Daxter series. I would love to see that. Because those were really good games. Made by Naughty Dog. So I don't know if that's a realistic thing because they are
Away from home, but with
probably
your
making
help,
bigger
you're sure
games
to
these
become a
days.
real hero.
Hey, those are good.
It's a new Super Lucky's Tale, available now exclusively on the Nintendo Switch.
They are definitely hitting the right notes on this recommendation list because I would definitely play most of these games so far. Hyrule Warriors, I would not play just because I don't like that genre of game. Oh my God, I forgot about this game. The new Pokemon Snap. Did y'all play this? Got some friends who played it there. Oh, so you don't have the definitive, but you have the game. Okay, I should say if you actually had the game at all. Definitive doesn't really matter, Kumon, but you got the DLC, so that probably counts. 3DO game Way of the Warrior. I've never heard of that game. Although I never did deal with the 3DO that much. I might have to... Naughty Dog made it. It's probably a really good game. So did anybody play this Pokemon Snap? The new one. I definitely think it's cool, but I wouldn't play it. But it is cool. I like the whole vibe of it. I like that you would go around like a... I'm assuming you're going around in like a little cart type of thing, and it's like a rail shooter, but you're really just taking pictures and you're seeing Pokemon in like a zoo type of situation. So it's a 2-player game too. Oh, is it not a good game? So they made a terrible game on the 3DO. Well, Kumon, why does that not surprise me with you that you would say that about a terrible game? Now I must find out why it's so horrible. Did Angry Video Game Nerd ever play it? That'll tell you if it's really horrible. See, here's another game I never bought. I don't. It is. This is one of the games that you realize that Nintendo, they don't care. They don't care if you think it's too expensive. They really don't care. This game has been $60 the whole life of its existence. And I've literally never played it. But it does look like something I would like. Does anybody play this game? Hey, no hate towards them. I mean, they've obviously figured out what they're doing at Naughty Dog Studios. They've obviously figured it out. Lee, it does look fun. This look like I don't know why I haven't played this. I think it's because it's $60. I'm just afraid of it at $60. So that's more of a $40 game to me. Which I know they've put that game on sale. I've seen it on sale before. I know that it has been. It's just funny that it's $60 still. Oh no! See, I definitely need to play this too. There's no reason I shouldn't be into Paper Mario games. But I've never been into Paper Mario games. But I think they're awesome. I just like the style, the gameplay is fun. But I remember when this came out, I think we had talked about me streaming this game and I never did. Chain Chomp. Well, Barefoot, I would never do that to you, my friend. But we can once I get done with your Zelda stuff, then I'll send that back to you first, and then we'll talk about that for later. We don't have to do that right away at all. Sushi Striker: The Way of Sushido. The world goes hungry. Fight for your right to eat sushi by stacking the odds in your favor.
I lost my mom and dad in the war.
What? Why does this game look awesome?
Of some stupid sushi. Sushi ruined my life.
Sushi ruined his life.
Man, I never got any food.
Do you hunger for power?
Do it. Power
I
me.
love it.
Then
See, I don't watch trailers for a lot of games because like this, I look at the cover of it and I'm like, I'm not gonna play that.
I'm a sushi striker.
But now that I watch the trailer, I'm like, this is kind of cool. But this is the part where I wouldn't like is the actual gameplay. I probably would hate this game.
hope you packed your underwear.
But I like the cartoon, the anime style. I like that. I just want to watch the story.
What is it that you are
I
fighting?
just want the story. That's all I want.
I'm gonna share the awesome taste of sushi with everyone in the world.
Well, see, the gameplay is what I probably wouldn't like here. The fast paced, you got to put together plates of food and sushi. I would get tired of that game, I think. But I don't know. It does look awesome, though. The storyline, I would just like to watch the cartoon anime part of it. Yeah, so far my recommendations have been spot on. Very nice. Captain Toad. And now you know you can get the updated version for the Switch 2, which I believe is got the free upgrade. So if you have this game, you get a free upgrade to better graphics, and I believe it adds some. I believe it adds some more gameplay to it. I think, but it is a cool game. I did play this game on the Wii U. I literally played that on the Wii U, and I bought a Wii U once upon a time because I wanted to play the new Mario Kart game, of course, and I also ended up picking this game up. It was pretty cool. Pretty fun little puzzle game. Yeah, Lee, exactly. I think the cutscenes on that sushi game would be much more fun than the game itself for me. Just me personally. You got to know what kind of style of games you like. We all do. Well, yeah, Captain Toad, that's a consideration. It's only $40, so that would be a good one to pick up at some point. Whoops. Oh, that was all my recommendations. Captain Toad was my last one. So you're caught up on this week's recommendations. Whoops. Expected date of next update 6/14. So I wish list Mighty Gunvolt Burst. And I think I'll wish list Super Lucky's Tale as well. I think I'm gonna keep that on the wish list. And that's about it. I think that's the only wishes. Because the wish list, if they go on sale, it's kind of like Steam. They're gonna let you know that it's on sale. Let's see. You think I would really like what Captain Toad? Yoko Lele. Yoko Lele. What is Yoko Lele? Did y'all see the new ukulele game that they put out? They remastered the original ukulele. Oh, you're talking about ukulele, I bet. Yes, ukulele. They've done a. Oh wow, the Impossible Layers sell on sale for $2.99. And I already own ukulele. Oh my god, I own it. And I get a free download for some reason. Yuka XKO DLC. So I got KO the Kangaroo DLC. Ah. Well, they got one coming out called Yuka Replayly, which is a remastered version of ukulele. Oh, you did ukulele Kickstarter, Kumon? I believe I got ukulele for free. They gave me a preview copy or whatever. And I did a video on it back a couple years back, whenever that came out. When did it come out? Does it tell you? This game came out 2017. Yeah, they gave me a preview copy of this game back then. And I really was looking forward to it because it's from the people who made Banjo Kazooie. So I thought, oh yeah, I'd love to play that. But Ukulele and the Impossible Layers on sale for $2.99. That's a good deal. Because I heard good things about this game because I believe it's a side-scrolling platformer. Let's see if I'm correct. Oh, 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 there we go.
Rated E for everyone.
Give me the. I want the video, man. Yeah, Lee, I will definitely wait for it to go on sale, the remastered version. I'm not in a hurry to play ukulele. Although I have seen. So yeah, this is like Donkey Kong Country. So this does look good. This does look good. That looks good. This actually looks like it would be a lot of fun. That's not a bad price on that game. Master your moveset. Yeah, this looks awesome. It's got the same bad guy too. He kind of looks like the dude off that. What's the name of that movie? Gru. His name's Gru. Kind of looks like Gru. So, Kunmon, when you did the ukulele Kickstarter, when you received the game, what did you think? Were you impressed with the game, or did you feel like it could have been better? Because in my opinion, ukulele was a little flawed. It wasn't. definitely wasn't. The controls were really bad. I remember that about the game. Just the controls were really, really bad. All right, so let's do something. What do y'all want to do for the next 40 minutes? Y'all want to jump into some Mario Kart together? Yeah, it's got 13 days, so I'll think about it. I might pick it up. That might be a good one to pick up, Lee. We'll see. For $2.99, it's not bad at all. It looks pretty fun for that. But we'll see. I have to think about it. I got other things to buy. $2.99 is pretty steep. Pretty steep. Let's see. So would anybody be interested in joining me in some Mario Kart? Mm-hmm. Is anybody set and ready to play? I don't think Barefoot's at home yet. The game is so much fun. Captain Toad is awesome. Okay, you're talking about Captain Toad Barefoot. Gotcha. Yeah, we could go out for some knockout tour if anybody wants to join in on some knockout tour. It'll be fun. I haven't played Mario Kart in a couple days. It's been... I'm trying to wait. I want to play a lot of these games handheld right at night when I'm laying down to go to bed. I'd like to play some of these, but I need to get a grip with my Switch too. I needed to have a little more comfortable grip. Oh, you're getting a car, Kunmo. Okay, cool. Hey, that's important business, my friend. Very important business. Please let me know how that goes for you, man. I'm hoping that works out, bro. Hopefully the car's good. Your nephew's not trying to get you, you know. Because sometimes, not saying your nephew's this way, Kumos, don't take it that way. But sometimes family will give you a raw deal on a game. Well, I'll tell you what then. Well, nobody feels like this. That's okay. Let's do something else then. Let's play Fast Fusion. I'll play Fast Fusion. Y'all can just hang and watch with me. How about that? Since Lee, you have a headache, I'd hate to I don't want to pressure you into joining in. But maybe this will be something you can enjoy. Oh, it's his neighbors. Okay. And Barefoot, you're there till midnight, so you can't join in. So this isn't the best night for everybody to join. That's okay. We're going to do some Mario Kart soon. And I've been looking forward to playing more of this anyway. Let's see. How much money? Oh, we got 9,990 coins. Ooh, this one looks pretty good. I'm going to buy this one called Bliss. Ooh, look at that thing. That is sick. All right, let's buy this. I'm just going to use that car as is. And we're still on Novice, so let's see. Let's go with Argium. Because we didn't do too well on Argium. We got to do better. That's true, Kunmong. That's true. Be careful. Give it a good investigation, sir. Kirby fan is here. What's up, Kirby fan? Good to see you tonight. Thank you for coming by. I gotta remember what the controls are. So I might not do too well here. As you see right there, I just forgot the controls. All right, let's see. Switching colors is that? Okay, got it. All right, we're gonna get there. Boost is, I hit the wrong button a while ago. All right, here we go. We're gonna get this figured out. Woo! This game makes you lean your head. I'll tell you that much. Ah, I forgot to jump. Hatsune Miku is going to be in Sonic Racing. Really? All right, so yeah. A warm-up round is definitely what's happening here. This is a good game. I'm doing good, Kirby. Thank you for asking, and I'm glad you are too. I hope you've been doing good. I hope you've been having good times. Me, I'm just trying to figure out how to race this game. Oh, here we go. Making some ground. Let's get it. Let's get it. Woo, baby. Yeah. All right, now then. Now we're doing something. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Don't do that. I'm going to get you in trouble. I just want to do this. Oh, that was close. Oh, no, you didn't. Woo! Let's get it. This is so fun, though. My goodness, this game is fun. This game is $15 for the full game. Oh, that was a close one. Full game, $15. You can't beat that on the Switch 2. It's a Switch 2 exclusive. Get out of my way. It's my car. My course, baby. Woo! Look at that, dude. That is so fun. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, look at me. I've made up some ground here. I'm in 5th place. I wasn't dead last, and deservedly so. I deserved my last place showing that first lap. Second lap, it looks like I know what I'm doing. It looks like I know what I'm doing. Thankfully, this is novice, and I can get away with not knowing what I'm doing. We got a boat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! We're in 3rd, baby. Yeah. This is going good. Come on, baby. Let's go. I'm not sure if I'll ever catch the 1st place guys, though. And 2nd place. They're way up. They're way ahead. Oh, there's number 2. I see you, number 2. No, I hit the wrong button. No. Dang, I hit the wrong color. 3rd place, baby. All right, Kumong, have a good night. Good luck on the car, bro. I really don't like any of the Miku games, though, because they sing in Japanese. I don't understand Japanese. Me neither. I don't understand Japanese either. But I like listening to it, though. Splatoon actually got a spin-off, which is called Splatoon Raiders. Yeah, that's an exciting announcement, wasn't it, Kirby fan? That was an exciting announcement for Splatoon. Splatoon Raiders looks cool. I think I'm excited for Splatoon fans. I'm not a huge Splatoon fan. I mean, I think Splatoon's a cool game. I just don't play it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the gameplay myself, but I do appreciate it, and I am so happy for Splatoon fans that you're getting a spin-off for one, a spin-off, a first-player type of game as a spin-off, which I'm sure they're going to release more information. From what I saw, I think it looks like it could be like a multiplayer game at some point, though. Like you could be working together on an island trying to survive or something. I think that would be a cool idea for Splatoon, but I don't know. You know more about it than me, I'm sure, Kirby fans, so you might have an idea what's going on. And then, yeah, that's amazing that 2K18 is working on Switch 2. And, of course, I mean, the mystery will be, will they bring the DLC? I don't know. You would think they would because they would want people to buy the DLC. All right, so I got 3rd place that time. I started off very poorly. As Kun Mong stated, I basically hit the self-destruct button at the beginning there. Again, this game is called Fast Fusion, Switch 2 exclusive. $14.99. And as you can see, it's really cool. It's really cool. It's fast, high speed. Again, I hit the wrong button. That was no good. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, we're letting them get a little bit of a lead here. We can't let that happen. I missed my boost. But this is a game I could literally play this for hours. It's that good. It is so fun. Oh, I just got to get my button mapping figured out. My fingers are confused. They're very confused fingers right now. Oh man, these guys are. This is on novice, and these guys are not messing around. I'm gonna tell you. That's got steamed. There it is. Let's go. We gotta get back in third. Oh, we just had a crash and burn. I'm in second. Can we get to first? I see first up there. So I'm not out of this yet. This is going to be a close one. This is going to be a close one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to figure out my game. Here it comes. We got to hit the boost. Got a blue coming up. Can't imagine how hard this game gets, though. Man, number 2 just passed me. Come on, dude. Get out of here. All right, here I come. Get off of me. There you go. Give me that boost. Mine. Crash and burn. I'm in first. I am in first. Now I'm not in first again. I'll give this guy credit. The guy in first. He's a better racer than me. There's no doubt about it. He's much more experienced. It's kind of a shame that he's letting me be this close, really. He's too good. He's got a lot of experience. Woo! Man, he's knocking me around, though. Get him. Let's go. Give me the boost. Here it comes. Give me another boost. We need more of this. We need more of this. Woo, baby. Give me more. Give me that. Oh, baby. Yes, I am focused on this game. I will get with y'all in just a second. This is too fun. Too good. Gonna boost the win. Number 1, baby. I would predict Splatoon will be about $70. I think 70 will be your. I think $70 will be the consistent pricing on new Nintendo games. I think the $80 is going to be rare. Like Kirby and the Forgotten Realm, if you buy the Switch 2 version, it is $80, but that counts for the $60 base game and the $20 DLC. So still $80. But I think 70 is going to be where it'll be. I think 70 is where it'll be. In Mario Kart World, I think they did that because they know it's going to have staying power. People will eventually buy it. And I think that also gives them room to put Mario Kart World on sale at some point. I think they will put it on sale for a little less than that during its lifetime. We shall see, though. We shall see. And this is like an arcade game, Kirby. You're right. This is like an arcade racing game. Beautiful graphics. The fast-paced action is fun. This is a fun game. And it's not easy. This is a game you have to master to really do well in. And I have not done that. Go, baby! You better not. You better not. Woo! Here we go. We're made for this. Don't you do it! I will. Oh man, these guys are good. These guys are good. I think their cars are better than mine. That's really what I think. Woo! Get off of me. Here I come. I love the music in this game too. It's so good. I hit the wrong button. It's so fast-paced that you really got to be on point with your button presses. It's not very forgiving. Look at that. That was perfect timing on that car. They perfectly timed that. Oh. Whoa, what did I just do? Ah! I did not jump in time. Now I'm in 7th place. Heaven help me. Come on. We're made for this. Yeah, we're coming back. We're coming back. Get out of my way. It's mine. It's my race to win. I will not let them win that easily. Boom. Pop them out of place. If you can't tell, I'm having a really good time here. Woo! Come on, all right, we're 3rd. There they go, they're flying. If you're not flying, you're dying in this game. Oh, I almost messed up. Oh, I did mess up. Oh, there we go. We are 2nd place here. This is intense. By the way, this is also a multiplayer game. So you can play this with your friends. Maybe me sometime. If you consider me a friend, we can play this game sometime. If y'all get it. All right, baby. We are right there. Dude. He's strong. He is hard to... He's going to be hard to pass. Let's go. He's right there. Come on. You're not getting away that easy, buddy. All right, I'm in 1st. My hard work has paid off. Let's get it. Come on. Woo! Man, I am on point right now. I'm not doing any jumps right here. That's not good. Don't do the jumps. Get the boosts. We're going to stay in 1st. We got a boost. Come on. Oh, that was close. Oh, baby. This is close.
You reach 1st place.
2 in a row, baby. 2 in a row. My favorite game's Kirby. All right, here we go. Let's catch up on the chat. Yeah, so you only had to pay $20. That's right. Did I come back in the standings? Yes. Woo! 1st place, baby. First time I played this circuit, I did 3rd, so boom. Instant improvement. You don't see where you can play multiplayer on this?
Congratulations.
Hey, my eyes are burning. Yeah, if you don't already have Kirby, you might as well pick it up. Lee, what I did was I got Kirby on the Switch for like $40, $35 on eBay. And I'll throw another 20 on it when it's ready for the upgrade in August. I think it's August. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I do believe it's going to be August. But yeah, we're going to figure that out, Barefoot, because it's supposed to have multiplayer on this game. Matter of fact, we're on the menu. Let's see here. That was a big win for me. That was huge money. Woo-wee. All right, we can unlock a new circuit. Yeah, right there, right there. Scientific, what's up, bro? I'm sorry I missed their comments there. This is called Fast Fusion, and it is very similar to F-Zero. Yes, you are nailing that. This is like a futuristic, modern-day version of F-Zero. This game is $14.99 only on the Switch 2. It's an exclusive to the Switch 2, and it is beautiful and fun. I like this game. You got to get this one, Scientific. It's awesome. This is awesome. This is a very under the radar type of game. For $15, it's insane good. All right, so I can unlock a new circuit here. The Iridigon. Iridigon. That's what it's called. It's only $80 if I get Switch 1. It's only $70. No, you're fine. I mean, you're saving $10 that way, the way I did it, but well, I paid $35 plus shipping. That's about $40. So I'm gonna pay $60 at the end. So I saved $20. But I mean, it's really not that big a deal. Oh, I picked the wrong car. Well, this is a new core. I've never played these before. Mori Ice Parks. This is a new circuit for me. Here we go. I did not get the boost. That was no good. Got a launch right off the bat here. Holy moly, look at this. This game, I'm telling you, this is beautiful. Oh, dude, I didn't pay attention, but there, if I had been blue right there, that would have been ugly. Get off of me! Get off of me! By the way, use your boost as a weapon. It is a good weapon. If you boost right into the backside of the opponent, it will knock them around a little bit. If you boost into them, you'll spin them around. Get it? Yes. Woo! This is, oh my God, this is awesome. Oh, I almost didn't make that. That was tight. That was super tight. Only 2 to go. Come on, baby. Let's go. We got to catch up to second and first here. Oh, you dirty dog. Get out of here. Woo! Get up. Gotta get up. To get down. That's the song. Don't hit the ice. Dang it. Yeah, don't hit the ice. That's bad. Oh, yeah, they're battling it out. I like that. Y'all go ahead and do that. I'm going to try to get first. I am going to work on getting first. Yes. Woo, here first, baby. That's how you do it. Oh, I love that. That jump is so fun. That is so fun. All right, well, here it is. The make or break time. Let's go. Hey, see, there's somebody right there. I bumped him. Ah, he got me distracted. I forgot to switch colors. Woo! Oh, baby, I barely made that. This game is so beautiful. Here we go. 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 See, I can't. This is right here. This is so the speed of this game is where it's at, man. It's like so cool, man. It's got me on a high, bro. Woo! I'm moving, baby. Dude, look how fast I'm going.
You reach first place.
First time racing that track, I won first. I'm getting the hang of this game. Smash Brothers 6 coming soon. What newcomers will there be? I don't know, man. I'm not well in tune with the Smash Brothers scene, but I mean, I don't. If I guessed at some of the characters, you would be like, Tonic. He's already in. They're already in the game. Oh. I mean, if I had to pick one character that I would want to see in Super Smash Brothers 6, I'll have to go outside the Nintendo family and say Raziel from Soul Reaver. Raziel from Soul Reaver. Legacy of King. I want to see him in the game. That would be sick. But Waluigi would be fun to have. He finally gets his time to shine. Woo! You know, this game also reminds me of a game I used to play in the arcade all the time. Back in the early 2000s. It was called San Francisco Rush 2049. And boy, was it a good game. And it was like this. It had speed, big jumps, and it was just a blast. I spent lots and lots of money on that game in the arcade. I put a lot of my Toys R Us paycheck back in the day in that game. Okay, here we go. We got speed. Man, they're making me work for it, I'll tell you that. Woo! All right, here I come. I like it's got some cool shortcuts you can do in this game, too. You can make some big jumps, like you might have saw that one racer just then made a big jump. And I think here they come right above us. Oh, and they did not make it. They flew too close to the sun, and it did not work out. That's the risk you take when you make crazy shortcuts. It's either going to be a payoff or it's going to be your doom. Woo! I love this. This would be a fun VR game. I would definitely play this on a VR. Ooh, baby. Let's go. Second place, got him away. Oh, I screwed up big time. That was a big screw up. I jumped when I shouldn't have jumped. I got excited. I mean, I got somebody on my booty. They want a piece of me. And so far, these guys are not up ahead of me, are not making many mistakes. They are racing very well. It's making it real hard to pass them. But I got number 2. Number 1, here I come. Get out of my way, baby. Woo! First place feels so nice, but I need some boost. I am in trouble right now. I need boost. Yes, there it is. Give me that. Because being in first place means they're coming hard. They're going to be coming at you. You better get some boost and be ready to stop them. Yes. I can't make any mistakes here. Boost. Boost. Don't jump this time. I did not jump this time. Are y'all proud of me or what? Oh my God. Yeah. Let's go, baby. This is the time to do it. We got open space. Let's do a boost. Oh, yeah. I think I've built a little lead here. I think I'm feeling pretty safe. Just don't forget to jump. Woo! That would have been bad. One thing I like is it's easy to boost on any curves. Just turning a corner like that, the boost just flows right with you into the curve. It's really nice. 2 in a row, baby. Fast, let's see. Spiral and Crash to be a Smash. That would be cool, Lee. Yeah, that would be interesting. I definitely would like to see some fun characters like that. Maybe like Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank, or Jack from Jack and Daxter. That's some games I think of. I could buy you Switch 2 games on eBay if they don't get a discount. Lee, yeah. Because by that time, people will... Well, once the game comes out, you wait a little while, boom, people are going to be putting it on there for sale. It looks like I'm turning into a champion on this game, though. I'm pretty excited about that. Fast RMX. I will check it out because this is good. This is amazing. Oh, baby. All right, let's see if I can hang on and win this circuit. You got me all turned around right now. Oh, my God, my head. Don't you do it. Don't you. I told you not to do it, dude. He just did not listen. I said don't. This is my track. I own this track. I like that also they have multiple different routes you can go in this game. And I fell behind. I'm in 5th place here. That is not cool. All right, I didn't make it up there that time. I got hit by something. I don't know what it was. I really don't know what hit me. But I know what just hit him. It was me. Oh, it's like a tornado or something. Woo! That is so cool. Switch colors. Let's go. Boost it. Oh my goodness. Here we go. We got a catch. 1 lap done. I am in 4th place though. This is not good. Got to keep my momentum going here. Bump him. Get it. Oh yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, you better get out of the way, bro. That's right. Yeah. See, I didn't even have to bump him. He knew he needed to get out of the way. Here I come. Oh no!
Hey, no shortcuts.
Dang, that was not good. That was a setback. That put me in 7th place. Wow, what a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Can I recover? Can I recover from this mess I have made? To win! Oh my goodness, that was cool. Here I come. Here I am. Bumping. All right, I'm back into 4th. Lots of ground to make up. That is an interesting angle to try to pay attention to and keep your car in the lane. Give me that boost. Give me that boost. All right. There it is. Stay on the track. Stay on the track. Good. Very good. There you go. Way to be. Way to be. Creeping back up into it here. Come on. Get off of me first. It's mine. All right. That is a rough ride right there. Woo! Let's get it. Can we do it? Yes! I never, ever say die, baby. What day the next Nintendo Direct, like in June? What day? Oh man, Kirby, I don't know, man. It's already June 11th, and they just released Splatoon on this Shadow drops Splatoon on everybody. I'm actually thinking there probably won't be another direct till. If it's in June, I would say it's going to be next week, probably next Thursday on the 19th. If I'm saying a June date, I'm giving them June 19th for that. However, I don't feel they will based on announcing Splatoon already. I think that was a huge announcement. That did deserve to be part of a direct, but they chose not to do that for some reason. So I'm thinking it might be August or September, getting ready for fall. They're going to announce some big games coming out for the holiday season. Yeah, I replied earlier, Barefoot, but yeah, no, I have not played Fast RMX. It was on the Switch. I'll have to check that out. I just got first place on a brand new circuit that I've never played. That was a big sign that I'm getting good. We got Supersonic League. This game is fun, man. This is good. Fast Fusion. Oh, I got credit roll, baby, for beating the first circuit. Developed by Shinin. Shinin. Executive producers Manfred Linsner and Bernard Wodock. Game designed by Manfred Linsner. This game is beautiful. Graphics by Martin Salter. Which, Martin, thank you for making a beautiful game, though. You did a great job on the graphics. Track design Martin Salter and Manfred Linsner. Like a small team here. Music by Julien. I'm going to assume that's Julien and Francisco Cerda. Additional music by Martin Sciole, Manfred Linsner. Game programming, Manfred Linsner. Engine programming by Bernard Wodock and Manfred Linsner. Manfred is all over this game. Tools by Bernard Wodock. Music is amazing. Who got the music? I want to see who made the music. Oh, wait, we already seen that. Testing by Team Shinin. Looks like a small indie team here. Voice actor Jack Merluzzi. He's the one that's counting down the time and whatnot. Sound effects, Manfred Linsner. Special thanks to Christopher Heck, Vanessa Dreesen, Nintendo of Europe. Thanks for playing. Hey, the voice actor guy came in. Shinin Multimedia GmbH 2025. This is fun. I highly recommend this game to anybody that has a Switch 2. Pick this game up. $15, cannot beat it. It's also got more modes. Look, superhero mode. I don't know. We're not gonna try that yet. We got a jukebox. You can buy the songs. That is a cool idea. So you got to keep playing. You can unlock the songs. And then look at all the songs you can get. That's a fun idea. You're just using the coins you earn in the game to buy the music in the game. That's pretty cool. That gives you a motivation to play more of the game. Now that's a clever idea. Bravo, Fast Fusion team. That is really nice. I'm pretty pumped about that. People are complaining about how you unlock characters on Mario Kart World. Really? People are going to complain about anything, aren't they, Lee? Like, I think it's a fun idea. Like, sometimes you can get turned into one of the characters by Kamek. Sometimes you have to get them when you get the costumes by doing the fast food. People are going to complain. It's fine. You know, it is what it is. Kirby, I'm coming back to you. I promise you. I'm coming back to you. Let's see. Thursday, as you work on, you don't want it to be Thursday. But that's usually when they do a direct, is like a Thursday, right? Am I wrong about that? Was it a Wednesday they did? Was it Wednesday? I think it. Was it a Wednesday when they did the Switch 2 direct? Let's see. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it'll be a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday. Kirby fan, it was a Wednesday. So I'm going to change my prediction. If they do a direct, it's going to be a week from today, 6/18. If they do one during June, I'm going to go ahead and with June 18th or June 25th. It could be June. Wait. I'm not thinking through this right. June 25th is my prediction because Donkey Kong and Mario Party are releasing in July, so they might want to get some more hype built up for those games coming out and announce some holiday season games. So if it's June, I'm changing my prediction to June the 25th on a Wednesday. So we need information about Donkey Kong Bonanza. You're right. Metro Prime 4. Yes, we still need a release date for that, which it looks like it's going to be a holiday release. Kirby Starcross World. We already know the release date there, but I mean, I'm not sure how much more they'll show of that, but we'll see. Kirby Air Riders definitely needs more. Rhythm Heaven is a big, that's a big game that people are excited for. And Tamagotchi Life, of course. I believe they said that's coming out in 2026. The Tamagotchi Life. I believe it's 2026, so I don't know if they'll talk about that anymore during a June direct, but who knows? They might. 3D Mario, I think so. I think that they'll make a big announcement for it because it's the 40th anniversary of Mario. I could definitely see like a sequel to Mario Odyssey coming out. That's my prediction. I think it'll be a sequel to Mario Odyssey. I could be wrong, but that's my gut feeling because I believe the character of Cappy definitely needs more exploration. I think people really love that character. We shall see, though. I mean, it would make sense for them to release a new Mario game in the holiday season. That would be a big draw for Christmas gifts and such. Mario game would be a nice... That's an easy 10 million consoles for the holiday season with a Mario game. So I don't see why they wouldn't. Well, it's the 40th anniversary of the his Nintendo release for the NES. I think that's what most people... Mario didn't become famous until Super Mario Brothers. So I think most people credit that as being the first Mario game because I believe it was, it's the first mainstream. It was the first time Mario was big. 3D Mario, new Mario baseball game. Oh, I would love a new Mario baseball game, Kirby. I like the way you think. I loved Slugger. Super Sluggers was really fun. I would like to see that come to the GameCube Classics channel too. And Mario Galaxy 2 being a 3D All-Stars. I mean... Mario Galaxy 2 could really be a individual. Like they could release a Mario Galaxy 2 that's been enhanced for the Switch 2 and it would probably sell very well because it's very popular. But I don't know though. I don't know how they would handle Mario Galaxy 2 because that's a tricky one. Because you would think they would have gone ahead and if they were going to add it to 3D All-Stars, they would have done that on the Switch 1 as like a DLC or something. Yes, I understand that, Lee, but I think for the most part, the NES version of Super Mario Brothers is what most people consider the first title. Although you're correct that he was in Donkey Kong, and he also there was it wasn't Super Mario Brothers, it was just I believe Mario Brothers, right? And it was kind of like Joust. Yeah, it's called Mario Brothers. Yeah, so it's sort of like Joust. I just don't think people consider that to be the first title. Like if you Google it, and I just Googled it, it says the AI. You know, Google does an AI thing now. The first Super Mario Brothers game, officially called Super Mario Brothers, was released in 1985 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a platformer where Mario and Luigi explore side-scrolling levels, overcome enemies like Goombas, and rescue Princess Toadstool from Bowser. So most people consider that the first Super Mario Brothers game because Mario Brothers wasn't Super Mario Brothers, you know. It wasn't considered I would say they were probably going to say the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers because all of the other Mario games that have come out is called Super Mario Brothers whatever. Like Super Mario 64, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine. It's always Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario. So I think they're probably considering Super Mario as the 40th anniversary of Super Mario League. Is what I would think. One more thing, adding Mario Kart Double Dash. Oh yes, give me Double Dash and give me some Mario Party 5. I'll take 5. If they just give me Mario Party 5, I would be happy, Kirby. I love Mario Party 5. It's my favorite. Game Donkey Kong, he did. Right, Lee. I understand what you're saying. I am with you. I'm just saying the 40th anniversary is going to be Super Mario Brothers, which is the game that launched Mario into the stratosphere, is where Mario became a household name, a worldwide sensation, a global phenomenon, as they like to say. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't release a 3D Mario, but at the same time, they are releasing Donkey Kong Bonanza next month, and it's a 3D platformer. And I think one of y'all mentioned earlier that there has not been a Donkey Kong 3D game in what 26 years or something. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal that there's a 3D Donkey Kong. I'm curious to see how it sells. I'm predicting it'll sell about 15 to 20 million copies. That's my prediction, seeing that it's a 3D game. A 3D platformer will attract more people. Because I believe the Tropical Freeze games only did the Tropical Freeze and the Donkey Kong Country Returns. I believe were I think they sold each of them sold between 5 and 10 million copies in that range. So Donkey Kong is a very popular character, but is he a game selling machine? I wouldn't say so. No. Although he has had some great selling games. I mean, don't get me wrong, 5 to 10 million copies is nothing to shake a stick at all. It's just when you compare it to the rest of the highest selling franchises on the Switch, wasn't. Um, it didn't compete with the big names, but we'll see. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza has a chance because it does look very polished and it looks like a premium 3D platformer. Uh, just a beautiful launch game for the Switch too. Gonna be 30 years old next year, so maybe they'll celebrate it releasing handheld collection. Oh, Lee, that would be neat. They could put all the handheld games on one cartridge. That would sell. Man, that would be a big selling game, dude. And then they might try to pull one of those like the 3D All Stars like they did. That would just be terrible. But people would buy it up. That Pokemon game would sell like hotcakes. They probably wouldn't be able to keep that game in stock if they put all the handheld games on one cartridge for the Switch too. So Mario character's 25, and this year his series will be 40, and he's still young and not old. Well, yeah, I mean, it would be kind of weird to see an aged Mario game. You're like, retirement home, super retirement home Mario. I don't know if anybody would want to play that. He lives in the Mushroom Kingdom, so they don't age the same way as we do here on Earth. I'm super retirement home Mario. It's bedtime. We quit playing now. It would be hilarious, but not too exciting. I don't think that would break a million copies sold. Although it would sell at least half a million just out of pure curiosity from people. Super retirement home Mario. When and Bowser could be like the retirement home director, like in charge of the nursing home where Mario and Luigi are residing. They could be he could be doing things to torture them. That would make me laugh. I would enjoy that. Whew. Well, guys, this has been a great stream. I thank y'all for being here and hanging out with me tonight. Remember that commercial where the guy was inviting Pokemon on the bus and crushing the bus into a small Game Boy? I didn't see that commercial, but I must find it, Lee. Glad I'm not the none of the video characters don't age, which is nice. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I wouldn't hate to see them aging characters. This doesn't seem like a fun thing to do. Might be a fun thing for somebody out there on the internet to do as a parody or something. I would like to see that. But Nintendo, don't you ever do that. Mario will be forever young. I will die before Mario does. Mario must live forever, and I believe he will. Mario will be around a long time. Well, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I thank y'all for being here. This is going to be where I end the stream. It's been fun talking to you guys about all the Switch 2 news and the games that we hope to see and that we never want to see retirement home Mario. And I will be back next week. I'm shooting for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday full schedule next week. I did Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Shooting for the full schedule next week. So remember, I will be starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. But to stay up to date, I will post in Discord if I change my mind about Monday, but I'll keep y'all informed. Also, I will make sure I post it in the community post here on my channel. And thank y'all so much for all the support. Thank y'all for being here and hanging out with me. This is an awesome time. Y'all have a great weekend and stay cool. Peace. Tim's Secret, this is the end. Welcome to the end. Tim's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here, bro. But have a good night. I hope I'll see you on Monday. And we'll be doing more of this, just talking and playing whatever random game we decide to play. It's okay, Tim. I'm glad to see you, though. And I'm sorry that it is a little late. See you next week, guys.